Dodongo's Cavern. This is probably the shortest dungeon in the game.
I recall it being one of the best.
It is pretty good, I will say, but the Master Quest changes are probably the worst overall. I mean, we're gonna have to come back for some of the things, like the Skulltulas, but this is honestly the fastest dungeon in the game.
How come you're not wearing the metal shield?
We don't need to yet.
You got it for free.
We did get it for free, but we don't need it yet. So, what we're doing here is a thing called ground jump. It lets you store a jump, pretty much, when you shield damage and hold on to something. And lets us jump up onto this ledge.
Is that intended or is that a bug?
That is a glitch. And in Master Quest, they put the bomb bag immediately on this ledge.
How do you replenish bombs? Is that a shop thing?
You can find them in grass, or you can purchase them, yes.
Find them in grass? What sort of terrorist place is that? Just find bombs lying all over the place.
But now, they put the switch here, which is the intended progression route. You're supposed to take that bomb flower and just blow up that switch. But now that we have the bomb bag, you see, we can just go immediately light the Dodongo's eyes and open up the next area.
I'm still on about the bombs in the grass. Just imagine some terrorist person telling their child, "Bombs don't grow on trees, be careful with that!"
But bombs grow through the earth.
So you're gonna go in the nose now? Oh, the mouth.
Already going into the mouth, yep.
He doesn't actually have a nose. Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah. You can actually kind of jump into his mouth immediately, and there is an extremely strange way that you can open the door without having blown up the eyes, but it is not worth doing in any way. A lot of the things they've changed in here, there's normally fire keys in that room, and there's very rarely Dodongos in here. And that guy is in there, and there's a few more puzzles, there's a bunch of fire.
Fire that's going through the floor.
It's going through the floor, yes. This has a very ROM hack type of feeling to it, to be honest.
Actually, that mouth you went through.
Like, look at all those Armos.
That mouth you went through. What was that creature? It wasn't a Dodongo, was it?
Which creature?
The one that had the big mouth you went through. The skeleton, some dead
it's
thing.
the Dodongo's head.
Was it Dodongo? Huh.
Yeah, it's intended to be.
I didn't think Dodongos had really pointy snouts. Just leave the Poe spirit there.
Yeah, it's a very sad face. We're gonna keep it. It's our friend now. It's our only friend.
You could always call and talk to that one chick.
We could, but why would we want to do that? We've angered the Armos, though. And that turns on another little switch.
Making them mad turns on the switch, or hitting on the bomb?
Hitting the bomb flowers that are growing in the wall turns on the switch so we can actually climb past this. And then I'm pretty sure you're supposed to come back here with Adult Link, but if you do a little tricky jump, you can actually get to this gold Skulltula immediately. Because this is the one of the few child dungeons that you can actually traverse as Adult Link intentionally.
That's what, you know what, that's what that noise reminds me of, that lizard or whatever. It sounds something like something from Super Metroid.
It's been a long time since I played Super Metroid, so I'm not too sure.
Same, and I could be wrong, but it just reminded me of that.
We're already at the boss. It's a 5-minute long dungeon.
To Lord Ryolith?
Not quite.
Link's not even looking up. He's just like, whatever.
The infernal dinosaur. Feed him bombs.
Yeah, look how blunt his snout is.
Maybe they just happen to have triangular rocks. They just made it out of that. And it's over.
It certainly is ogre.
Shortest dungeon in the game. We saw. We left a man in lava.
Oh, he's cooking. That'll be delicious.
I also imagined that his fists are actually just giving the devil horns
Oh,
as he's dying.
This is the most metal death ever! And I guess he slurped all the heat out of the magma.
Yep. This is so metal.
You know, I hate it when you just take, like, a frozen chicken breast and throw it in the pan, and all of a sudden, like, the water stops boiling. It just, it's awful.
It's effectively what just happened, except with dinosaur meat.
Yeah. Oh man, I want to eat a dinosaur. Just to say I did.
I'm pretty sure they sell it in a can. Or is that unicorn meat?
Yeah, who'd want to eat a unicorn?
I don't know, I'm sure somebody would.
It's just basically horse.
What a wild adventure. That big rock blocking the cave, we had no idea how to deal with that. We can't even lift bomb flowers.
Well, why do you call him a thief? It's because his skin's dark?
This game has extremely subtle racism.
Fucking racist Hulk Hogan over here. Damn. With his gang tats next to his eyes.
Also on his shoulders. This is their initiation ritual. You have to hold a magical floating stone.
So what, you're gonna become one of them?
We're now in their gang. Now, an interesting tidbit, if you collect the bombs and then go on to Zora's domain and do the dungeon there, and complete that, it will say that the stone you pick up there is also the second instead of this one, and then when you come back to this one, it'll say it's the third. So the game actually was programmed to say that if you're doing things out of order, intentionally, that it will still consider which one is second or which one is third or anything like that. And that is actually something I did as a kid, is I came in here, grabbed bombs, and then went to Zora's domain. And that was a neat little tidbit.
And so it does or does not know the order?
It does know the order to an extent.
Oh.
At least between the ruby we just got and the next one. Unfortunately, if you grab the emerald last through glitches or anything like that, it will not consider it that way. Like, it will not consider the ruby the first or anything like that. Because normally you're not able to exit the forest in any way. Because backwalking is so fast, you can actually just walk past all the boulders.
Why isn't it gold? I forgot there were regular Skulltulas in the game.
Yeah. And they will not bother you if you don't look at them, or if they don't look at you. They have to see you moving before they start attacking.
That's the owl again. Yeah, fish time.
It's time to play the new Ocarina.
Gonna be a fairy?
Is this gonna be a fairy?
Well, I thought you were gonna put the. I thought you were gonna put a fairy in a bottle. I recall that being an excellent healing potion.
Fairies actually heal, I think, 8 hearts worth of health. Because we dropped the bomb, it'll explode during the cutscene. And the creepiest fucking thing in this
I
game.
was gonna say, yeah. Sword
A sword technique, quote unquote.
Omni Slash?
We're gonna receive all of the Final Fantasy moves.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we won't be able to suplex a train.
Not with that attitude, you won't.
We just need a little bit more strong energy.
I'm still saying, though, I'm gonna say right now, I'm going on record as saying that Link's best attack is Pogo Sword.
Pogos. Oh,
Smash
yes.
Brothers.
You know they made a game based on that. It's called Shovel Knight, and it's amazing. It is a great game. I love it. Thanks for telling us where your sister is. We'll sure to see her at some point. Bye.
Now you have a green bar.
Now we have a green bar full of magic, and this is actually required to beat the game. Normally beat the game, sorry. Because there are magical items that are required. Now, if this timer actually runs out, you burn to death, and your shield will burn with it, if you're wearing the Deku shield. But if you instead opt to commit suicide, in a sense, and jump into the lava, your shield will not burn.
That's awfully nice of it. Now, is that the Fire Temple?
That is where the Fire Temple is, yes. There's no reason for us to go down there yet. I should also mention beforehand that bombs are probably one of the most broken items in this game.
Why is that?
We're going to be coming up on that very shortly. But they allow for one of the widest variety of glitches.
You know, I'm almost in awe of the fact that I never found any of these glitches when playing this game I don't know how many times.
It's amazing how many things are actually in this game. Like, that people keep finding as well. Like, there's a thing now where you can actually collect light arrows in the Deku Tree. Which makes absolutely no sense how it works, but it works. And another little tidbit is that this this tree only has a gold skull in it at night. If you go and bash that tree during the daytime, nothing will fall out other than like some rupees or something like that if you're lucky.
Wait, is this Karako Village again?
This is Kakariko Village. If you take the owl, it'll put you on the rooftop. In the highest point of Kakariko Village.
That's strange, because you definitely... I thought you collected all the Skulltulas in here already.
Nope, we have collected all of them now. Minus the ones in the graveyard.
The hell's going on with your head?
That's a bomb that we're playing as the Ocarina. Now we can do spin attacks. Because we have the magic meter. And just rotating once, or rotating the joystick once will allow us to do this much quicker. Now, I cut out most of the farming. As you can see, we now have 20 bombs again. This is kind of important because we're going to be doing something we're very much not supposed to be doing.
Is there no roof on that? Oh, there is.
There is, a roof. Now we're getting infinite sword glitch again. Like I said, this prevents us from falling off ledges. So then if you take damage while flying in midair, you get stopped in midair. So now we are floating.
So you're climbing higher?
We are climbing slowly, yes. This is called hovering. It's not going to be used that extensively, but...
So that's how helicopters work?
This is how helicopters work, yes.
Well, I've been misled my entire life.
You can use enemies to hover as well. It's just more situational, more or less. And now we're up on the top of the ledge.
And you can't fall off.
We can't fall off for the most part, yeah. But it also can be extremely buggy. With a lot of seams, like here we're actually stuck now, so if you Z-target, at any point you're going to be stuck with that fixed camera angle. So we use it to backflip back onto the ledge. And at least this corner in particular is extremely finicky. At least from what I remember. So once we get past it, we're pretty much fine. And you can kind of see in the background there an entrance to something.
Yeah.
But we're going to be going to this nice little place. Normally you'd require another item to be able to even enter this area. But because we're above everything, and if we just do a little bit of a side hop down,
And fall in.
we skip the loading of the door and all the torches that would be normally here, and we can just walk right in. Now we're in the Shadow Temple.
Can you even normally do that as Child Link?
No. You can enter this far, but the problem is now we're going to be doing something else to get past this big-ass gap that's in the way, that you normally require a hookshot or something to get past. So the reason I'm pausing here a lot is to get the frames for the explosion rate, and it allows us to do a backflip like that called a mega flip.
Wow.
It is very much not intended that you're able to get here. And another little thing with these skulls, normally you need the lens of truth to find them. Or to find out which one's right. If you just side hop, if you're holding the edge there, you will always make it clear and you will not fall over ever. So again, we're going to have to do another mega flip to cross this gap.
What frame are you looking for exactly? That one?
So this one we start holding backwards, and now that he's standing all the way up, we buffer an A input, and it lets us backflip at pretty much the explosion speed. So it makes your backflip go incredibly far backwards. Now, normally to get a silver key, a small key in this temple, you have to collect all those rupees. But this is changed up in the Master Quest version, in that there is now instead an invisible chest that carries the small key. And now to leave this place, we have to save, and it'll bring us back to the beginning of the dungeon. Just edited out all the extra nonsense that we had to mega flip over that gap again. And there is a explodable wall that's hiding this door.
What are you able to roll through the fake spot in the wall that the Lens of Truth would show you?
You can just... Normally, any area that the Lens of Truth would show you otherwise, you can just walk straight through it. Even though it's, you can't see it, or even though you can see something there, you can just walk straight through it.
I remember this boss creeped me the hell out when I was a kid.
Yeah, this guy is a bit wacky. He is called Dead Hand.
Isn't that some sort of Soviet-Russian thing?
I'm not sure, to be honest, but you can hit him when he's walking away. Unfortunately, I kind of fucked up. And got hit again. But what this man hides is the most important treasure of all.
Butts?
And this... Yeah, yes, he hides butts. All those hands he had were for groping your butt.
So I don't think this is a hook shot.
This is not the hookshot, it is the hover boots. Which, even playing normally, getting these items incredibly breaks the earlier on dungeons that you're not intended to go through with them. So, we are grabbing them very early because it makes things much more easy. For me, anyways. And then we have to leave the Shadow Temple, so we save again. And now all those torches are there. If you look backwards, the door would be there again.
But we don't look back. We can't look back.
We don't look back. We can't look back.
We've gone too far now.
And now we're going on to the intended third dungeon. We can beat the Shadow Temple right now, but it is kind of silly to do. Now that we have 10 gold Skulltulas, we can actually go and collect something from the from the Skulltula house. So we're gonna do that real quick.
Was he a spider or something before?
He was a spider previously. Now he gives us a bigger wallet.
200 rupees.
200 rupees is what we can hold now. And one thing that you normally get from that place is called the Stone of Truth, which shows, or which rumbles when you're near a secret, and you can blow up secrets to open them. So I just happen to know where that one is, and it has a lovely reward in it, so we're gonna go in here and collect said reward.
Wait, did the GameCube controller have a rumble in it?
The GameCube controller did. The classic controller does not, so I am going pretty much off a whim and off of memory to be able to find these locations.
You mean the classic N64 controller?
No. It's a classic Wii controller. It's more or less shaped like a PlayStation 3 controller, minus it is very thin and plasticky and finicky.
Ah.
But I find it more comfortable than the GameCube controller when playing this game. So we're taking this chicken with us on the journey.
You feed it to the owl, aren't you?
Yeah.
Wait, where'd your chicken go?
It went away, unfortunately. I tried something else here, but I fucked up, so it wouldn't have mattered, because we would have went straight into the water. There's another glitch that we'll be getting into later that helps us travel much faster.
You know, they did make a horse.
It's faster than a horse.
Faster than the horse.
Yep.
Is it riding the owl?
Yes. Technically, riding the owl would be the fastest form of transportation, because he can get us from Lake Hylia to the castle in, like, no time flat.
You don't say.
Mm-hmm.
I met him about the Zoras, like you haven't met them already.
No, I haven't met the Zoras. Like, we have to use the melody, of course.
You definitely met the Zoras. You met the King Zora. He butt walked for you.
He did indeed.
Actually, he butt walked for me.
For you?
For me.
You. Yep.
Chicken time again.
It's chicken time again because I don't want to play the Ocarina again. And this is gonna be one of the last times where we actually need to use that glitch. But we are gonna collect some more magic beans in the meantime. We end up collecting 4 of them in total. And I think that's all we end up needing. The other ones can... the other items that would normally require magic beans can be acquired in some other way. So we're probably going to be doing that.
In some other way.
Yeah, it's not even, like, glitchy ways either. It's just you can acquire these items without needing to ride the magic bean plant.
Ah.
Like that heart piece up there, you can acquire it without using the magic bean plant, even though you're intended to. One of those ways even involves that chicken again. You can use it to get up there.
It's chicken abuse.
It is chicken abuse indeed. And Navi really wants to talk to us. Like, she's been wanting to talk to us all day. We're just not gonna give her the time of day.
You're a busy man, child.
We're a busy child, yes. We're not a man-child yet. But, yep, that nice man has moved over for us and everything, so we're just gonna go right past them. We're supposed to go rescue his daughter or something, we kinda left that.
Nah, she'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. So normally, to open this guy up for us, you need to drop a fish.
Which you have.
Which we do have a fish, but why would we want to use that fish? Like, we can I can't speak right now. Except, just jump up onto this guy and walk straight in. And next time we will explore Zora's domain.